Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, Johnny, and I'm Lafayette. Another episode, another Friday. How's everyone doing? Laura, how are you doing?
Good. Now, you put me on the spot. I'm good.
That's
good.
Fantastic.
I'm having a nice drink. I'm having a nice hottie toddy. It's getting quite cold here in St. Louis, so warming myself up.
What's the weather now there?
We're gonna talk about the weather. Seriously?
No, just
okay,
you.
it's cold.
Just you. Like, how cold is it? Because only I bring that up because in LA it's still 85 degrees.
Well, yesterday at trick-or-treating, I think the high was like, or the low was like 20.
Holy shit.
Or 25.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's either 25 or 35 the other
you guys
day.
should trick-or-treat at like an abandoned mall or something.
It was 35.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And we bundled up. We all wore a bunch of layers. We had our hottie toddies.
And you guys were the Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole fam was a Mario Brother. I saw that. All right. And how was your trick-or-treating? Did the kids have tons of fun?
Well, just the one. The baby was too little to be out.
The baby doesn't know though.
Baby was too cold too, I promise you.
It was.
Fucking 20 degrees.
Charlotte, she was a trooper. She went for maybe 45 minutes. And then she was like, I'm ready to go home. I'm like, okay.
Is your neighborhood pretty lively though? Or is like growing up, we had a very lively neighborhood. People love Halloween.
It's not as lively as it was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
There was still quite a few people. I think a lot of people do trunk or treats.
Yeah, that is a thing.
In the Midwest.
Well, we had an apartment pretty close, like down the street from our neighborhood. So I think a lot of those kids would come down, get the good candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
snatch bags, whatnot.
My neighborhood gets no people. And I live in a neighborhood where all the homes are over $1 million and you see no kids. They rather just stay inside. The kids buy them parents buy buy them a bag of candy and say, just sit there and play your Xbox.
It's not about that. It's not about just getting a bag of candy. It's the journey. But we were talking as we were walking around. When you guys were trick-or-treating, did you guys have those people in the neighborhood that did legit homemade haunted houses?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yes.
I do remember somebody in Canada had something really cool. I don't recall that growing up in California.
No, they weren't really cool. But it was just we had at least 3 or 4 houses in my neighborhood. And we had a pretty big neighborhood though, to be fair. It was a giant subdivision. And they would just go all fucking out at Halloween in the 90s. They would turn their garage into a little haunted house. They put black trash bags all over the walls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you go through and people would jump scare you. People running around in costumes with chainsaws with the chain taken off and shit.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. And I was like, I haven't seen any of that and I don't know how long. I'm I guess people just don't enjoy terrifying children the way they used to.
Is a chainsaw without the chain just as dangerous?
No. Just a big motor.
Doesn't it still have the little things that grab the chain on it?
No.
That's inside the
yeah, it's inside the motor.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case.
Completely safe.
All right. So I'll try to cut someone in half this weekend without the chain. See what happens. So.
I remember there was one house in Old Town Florissant that my parents would specifically thank you would take us to that neighborhood just to go to that house, and I refused to get out of the car.
Oh wow.
And my dad of course would call over all the spooky guys and they would bang on the windows and like scare the living shit out of me. I would be like screaming, like I was being murdered. And I guess people don't enjoy that anymore. Are we beyond that as a
We
culture?
are. We
I
are.
think that's good. I think that's
Yeah.
for the best, right?
I
Yeah.
think
Terrifying
yeah.
children.
No
I
Kit
think
Kat is
so.
worth that.
Trick or treating, I did. These people
Yeah, what was
decorated
your trick or
crap
treating
out of their
like?
houses. We went to a neighborhood where they shut the street down. So for like 3 or 4 blocks, there's no cars, and there's hundreds and hundreds of people in the streets. And all these houses are decked out. And a couple of them was kind of scary. One of them was kind of cool because a lot of them had like this screen you can put up, and it projects like a ghost. It looks like a ghost, and he's talking to you. And then it switched to like a clown, like a creepy clown, and that scared my kid. He didn't want to go up because of that. And then we were going up to one house, and as we were leaving, so all the festivities. I mean, it's huge block party or whatever, but it's all little snack-sized candies. So his haul was pretty weak. I mean, at the end of the night, I mean, you thought he hit up a lot of houses, but he didn't. Well, he did, but because all the candy was just little tiny candies, not much.
Well, aren't they all supposed to be snack size?
Do you know if this neighborhood has an HOA you can complain to?
Anyway, so the last house we were going up to, he goes, you can go to this one as we're going back to the car. And it was like a little, like a doll, a doll just sitting on the pathway. He starts walking up, he goes, no, 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 no. And he turns around and he books it out of there. So he didn't go to that one.
That was probably the house that was giving away full-size candy
I know
bars,
the
and he
best candy, but they knew no one was coming.
missed
Yep. They had the golden Willy Wonka ticket.
Genius move.
I've got a gold
And Johnny, how
ticket.
was your trick or treating?
It was all right. We went to our old neighborhood, got a bunch of full-size candy bars. Them rich people, they know how to do it right. But the problem with going to like the rich neighborhood, they all have big yards and all the houses are kind of they're like far apart and the driveways are hella long and like I don't know, maybe 10 houses deep. And she
why
was
they give
like,
the full-size bars. Because only like 2 or 3 people are gonna come. Like, we're done.
no,
This
it's not
is
even candy
far
bars.
too
It's like
much.
Cliff bars. You need your energy and shit. But she had a good time. It was good to see, the old neighbors. You can't put a price on a good neighbor. Like the neighbors we have now, they're nice enough, but we just don't talk to them. Don't know any of their names. Like, yeah, it's just different. So
I know 2 of my neighbors. That's it.
yeah, I miss having good neighbors. But
Thanks,
Well,
man.
there you go.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so now Disney
okay,
has
I guess
purchased
we'll see. We'll see.
100% of Hulu. They own all of Hulu now. They bought the remaining 33% from Comcast. And now they're going to crack down on password sharing altogether. So if you share your Hulu, well, that's coming to an end, according to Disney.
Just
Now
like everybody else getting on lockdown.
Yes. I'm just kind of surprised they bought 33% of Hulu to own it all because they lost $460 million the last quarter.
Was this Disney?
Jesus.
Disney did, yes. Disney
That's
stock
because
took a shit.
that's because Kathleen Kennedy and that pander stone.
The
No.
Every movie has to have a female lead, and she has to be lesbian.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tough female, automatically a lesbian.
Yeah.
But she has
So
to
they're
suck. She has to suck.
yeah. So they're having a problem there. Disney also having a Marvel problem. They say, as She-Hulk cost them $225 million, and was
They got
one
the
of the
greenlit
lowest.
season 2.
And it's crazy, right? They greenlit season 2, and it was one of the lowest viewed shows for them Marvel wise.
I had
Oh.
no interest in watching that.
But one of their better shows.
Exactly.
One
And
of their
then
better-
Until
viewership-
the last episode was pretty fucking stupid.
What was the? Oh, you mean when
But
Oh,
she's
the
just like
AI
talking to the
thing?
camera.
the whole broke the fourth wall and the
Yeah,
computer controls all the Marvel universe?
yeah.
I thought that was dumb too because it made it seem like then you don't. Does this fit into the Marvel universe? Because that kind of makes it dumb.
That's when everything starts to break apart when you just have too many streams going at the same time, too many storylines going concurrent like this. It just you ruin it. I mean, they held it together for so long, but Marvel, sorry guys, back
Well,
to
the show's
basics.
kind of ruined it, right? If you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
Viewership of Loki 40% down.
I haven't
So
seen
Yeah.
any episodes. Have you guys?
you mean
I
season
have.
2 or season 1?
The first season.
Season
Okay.
2.
I've seen
Season
I
all
thought
of
one,
season
season
one.
2 so far.
Season 1 is pretty good. Season 2 actually not bad either so far. It's just I
But
think
is
it
it-
took quite a while for it to come out, and
Is it only 4 episodes? Because they seem to have killed everything at the end.
well, that's the
Spoiler
thing.
alert.
But if you noticed, yeah, they kind of kill 80% of the timelines.
They reset everything basically.
Yeah, well, no,
See,
remember that,
this
but
is
they
how
kill
it gets
off
all
a
fucked
ton
up.
of timelines. They'll just kill them off altogether.
That's what they did.
Don't spoil it for me. I haven't seen it. I just want to
Well,
see
no,
was
but
Kang in it.
You weren't
no.
gonna
The same
see
guy?
it.
No, but that
I am
yeah, he's
gonna
in it.
watch
Kang's
it.
in it.
Who?
But
The
I
same
haven't
actor?
Kang.
Yeah, I
same
haven't
dude.
finished it. Same guy's
Okay,
in it
cool.
though. He's still in it. So
He was the best part.
also, yeah, now they're thinking about switching to Doctor Doom as the main villain for the new Avengers movie. They think the villain of Kang doesn't want people aren't watching because of that. That's what they think.
That's
Mm.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The new Marvels movie coming out cost them $250 million to make.
I do want to watch that.
That's pretty
That's a-
cheap, though, right? Marvel wise, as far as their budget goes.
Don't you think that's high? $250 million? That's crazy.
Well, how much did they do on She-Hulk? You said 200 and what?
25 million for a TV show, which is
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So another 25 million. What's another 25 mil? I mean, God.
But that was all CGI for the She-Hulk, right?
Oh yeah. It cost them, they said, almost $25 million an episode, as much as Game of Thrones.
How long were the episodes? I can't remember, like 30 minutes, right? I'm
30
guessing.
minutes, 8 episodes. Yep, something like that.
That's 4 hours. So 4 hours for 225 mil. That's cheap in the books.
It is, but did it bring revenue? That's the thing. You know what I mean?
It's not going to bring subscribers. If that's
Yeah,
what they
yeah,
lost
exactly.
out. That's not bringing
Exactly.
subscribers.
Yeah.
No.
And next on their problems they said they're having is Blade, starring Mahershala Ali.
Oh yeah.
They have
Oh,
to
that
go
guy
back.
is so good.
Yeah, well, they were about to start shooting before the strike, but then Disney had them rewrite most of the script because the movie starts 3 female leads alongside Blade, and the female leads are really the stars in the movie.
And they're all lesbians.
That damn Panderstone.
But it's hilarious because Mahershala Ali complained about that. He said, I feel like I'm barely in it and there's no action for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a fucking Blade movie. Like,
yeah.
he's not the
that
star of his
sounds
own
like some
movie?
shit.
And they said, no, the 3
Swiss Army
female
Blade.
leads. What's up?
Swiss Army Blade.
Yeah. They said that
So
the
many
3
arms.
leads are primarily the 3 leads are primarily the stars in the movie, the 3 female leads. So they said they're gonna have to go back and do a lot of rewrites, and the movie only has a $100 million budget. So that's
I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but I think the rewrite, that's no bueno.
it's also a vampire movie, so it doesn't have to have a lot of money. You can buy plastic fangs at the Halloween store. So you're saving a lot of money on CGI. You're
Yeah, they're
saving,
half
yes.
price.
Go to the Spirit
that's
Halloween
right.
store.
Go to Spirit now. You'll save so much money on CGI. They could do that. So there you go.
Speaking of things, vampire things and things that gain subscribers, I listened to some content this week on Audible. I specifically signed up for another month of Audible. I've done too many free trials. I'm not allowed to do any more. So I have to actually pay for it. Buffy had an audio, like a radio play come out
Oh yeah.
exclusively on audio, and it had a lot of the original cast in it. I listened to it. It wasn't perfect, but I did really enjoy it. And I'm excited for them to do next one. But I was like, well, you got me. I canceled it already because I'm very particular. Like, I went to listen to the one thing and then I cancel it. But a lot of people are not good about canceling their subscription. So that's what they're banking on, people signing up to do the one thing and then just letting it ride for the next like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
But they got me.
They got you good. And if you're a fan of DC movies, Netflix is gonna acquire all of them on December 1st, and they'll all be on Netflix. You can catch Man of Steel,
And Max.
BVS, and Max, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Woman 184, Justice League, The Suicide Squad, and Birds of Prey. Those are the ones that are going to Netflix December 1st.
What
But
about
not-
the John Cena show or the?
No, that's what's that called?
Peacemaker?
Peacemaker. No,
Yeah.
that'll still remain
That's on
on.
Amazon. Yeah.
That'll remain on Netflix. And you know what? You're right though. There are some stuff on
Max?
Amazon
Oh,
right now
that's
too, though.
Hmm.
They're kind of Warner Brothers is literally putting their shit on everybody else's shit.
I think that's a good move.
I do too. So they're
Yeah.
dumping. And Netflix
Diversify
is-
your bonds.
Yeah, Netflix is gobbling it all up. They're not stupid. Yeah.
Netflix got me back, guys. Thank you, Johnny, for
They
your
did.
donation.
They did get you back.
And they didn't kick me out yet, but I knew it was coming, and I didn't want to get stuck in the middle of a show and then
Hmm.
because I missed it too much. I went with the like $10 a month one with ads. Not very many
And?
ads at all. It's got like 3 ad breaks, like an hour episode.
Pretty
There's
good.
1 commercial, then 2 commercials, then 3 commercials.
What
I'm
are the typical ads?
fine.
Like the regular, like cars and like anything and everything we see on TV?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There was one for Axe body spray that was really fucking stupid. And there was another
Okay.
one for a car, a self-driving car. I don't remember what brand, maker, model. I don't know. Cars. And and then some Target shit. I don't know. I was
Just like, okay. I just thought there'd be like commercials made for Netflix. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
okay.
that would be smart, but no.
Yeah. Well,
So
there
I
you go.
recommend it if you're looking to save some Skrilla. The ad version, not so bad.
I think the best one is the $15.99 one because you can download anything you want off of Netflix, like directly to your phone or device or whatever.
Yeah, I only do that if I'm going to go on a plane. I don't go on planes very often, but I know you do, so that would probably be
Yeah.
beneficial for you.
So the $10
Yeah.
one, is that just one screen, one house, or?
Yeah. What's the details here?
I'm not sure how many screens. I haven't tried, streaming multiples at the same time, but I know we've got 3 profiles. And
You could have 1,000 profiles.
I know. I
You're
don't
watching
know.
it from one
I
TV.
honestly I don't know because I mean we've talked about this. We have 1 TV in our house. 1 giant TV and then the little mini TV downstairs. Nobody's ever watching 2 different things.
Hmm.
Well, that's not a bad thing, I guess, because then you guys can talk about what you're watching.
Oh, screw that. The kids got to watch something, and then you got to watch something.
She has the
Yeah,
mini
but
TV.
I can't leave her unattended while I go watch a television show.
You have like one of those things you put like a pen. You put the kid in it.
Yes, but
like
she's,
a dog run,
Like
for
a kennel.
kids.
she's like
Yeah.
3 and a half, and so that wouldn't work.
Put the food in the
But
bowl
for
and
the
the water in the bowl
baby,
for her. And
For
Yeah.
the baby, we have a playpen, but she only goes in there when like I'm cooking, and I'm like, I cannot have you pulling open the oven while I'm trying to make dinner, and that's really only when she goes in there.
Wait, she goes in the oven?
Playpen.
Okay, good. I was very worried. I'm about to call social service. What the hell's going on here?
yeah, she's in the oven, but Laura's in the playpen. Just like
Yeah, exactly. Then she
Everything's
remembers
awesome.
5 minutes
Welfare check.
later. Oh shit. She should be in here. That's good. Movie releases for the week. If anybody's going to the theaters, who wants to see Priscilla? The official movie about Priscilla Presley that she actually helped produce.
I
No?
couldn't have less interest, honestly.
Yeah,
Note
is there
takers.
an audience for that? Would you guys? I mean, because you guys are Elvis fans, but are you
It does
Priscilla
look
fans?
good.
I saw Elvis. I'm
Like if they came out with a Yoko Ono film, I'll be like, no, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
all
no,
over it.
That's
Like
Put up
she,
in line.
Priscilla's
Person line,
no-
the only person there.
yeah, Priscilla's no Yoko, but I mean, come on, she broke the king's heart.
they couldn't use any Elvis music. The Elvis's corporation, whatever, would not allow it. Would not allow it. After they saw the movie, they're like, nope, you're not using any of his music.
I mean, they got divorced. Can't she use half of the song?
Half the music.
I don't know how that works.
Just like how does
The first 2 chorus.
That's what I mean. Also coming out, a movie called Radical. It's basically a remake of Stand and Deliver. You guys remember Stand and Deliver?
Edward James Olmos.
Name is
Yeah, there you go.
familiar.
Edward James almost. But this time it takes place in a border town, little Mexico town. So there you go. Well, really not much different than Stand and Deliver if you watch that. Another movie coming out, What Happens Later, starring Meg Ryan and David Duchovny. Surprised they're still starring in anything, but it's basically Groundhog's Day in an airport. So, yeah, no interest. Everybody's like, these movies suck coming out this weekend.
I don't know. I was thinking about
Yeah.
it. Like I kind of like the time loop movies. And
Have you
then
seen the preview?
No.
So they're like former like lovers, and then they run into each other like, oh, hey, you can't, oh man, you're here. Da, da. And then what happens is they were meant to be together, so they get caught in this endless time loop, and it kind of shows like them what they could have been, and they don't get to leave the airport. It's the preview looked interesting,
But do they remember
Yeah.
the next day? Like
I don't know.
Groundhog's Day, like, you know,
He's the only one that remembered. Remember?
Yeah, and then he like learns the piano. He fucking
Yeah.
CPR. Like he's like the best man in the world at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean,
I also like the time loop movies. I'm trying to think, what was that other one that came out a few summers ago? Where they're like stuck at a wedding.
oh yes, you're talking about Palm
Or
Springs.
like in Palm Springs. Yeah. I'm like, there's somewhere
Very
in
good movie.
Yeah, that
was
was
a
that
very
was a
good
good
movie.
one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like Happy Death Day. I never saw it, but I wanted
Oh,
to
that's a good one too.
It's a really good one.
You see
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I've
sequel.
heard that.
Sequel's also good.
Yeah.
Yes. Also coming up, Freelance, starring John Cena and Allison Brie. It has a
That's the one that got
0%
zero. Yeah.
on Rotten Tomato and is already listed as one of the worst movies ever made.
How can it have a 0% if it doesn't come out yet? See that
No, all the critics gave it 0. Not one critic liked it. Not one.
no, I'm not trying to defend it because I'm sure it's garbage, right? Like I feel like John Cena is like a supporting role, or maybe like Peacemaker was great, but yeah, like I mean, what Chris Rock's special had a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes too, and it was amazing. I think it was the Sticks and Stones one.
Was that the newest one?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
Then I don't know. But I know those movies got trashed big time. I think it's also going to Hulu like right away or Amazon. So you can always catch it on there. And finally, After Death is coming out, which is a documentary type movie about, well, we talked about this before, but it's about near-death experiences. So also getting a wide release. So there you go. There's your movies coming out. Nobody's gonna watch. No one's going to the movies here this weekend. That's for damn sure. It
No.
sounds like. Unless you guys see Trolls. You guys watch the new Trolls movie?
Hard pass. I saw the trailer when I went to go see the Paw Patrol movie, and I was like, this looks like the dumbest fucking kids movie shit I've ever seen.
Well,
No.
if you do want to see it early, every theater will show an early screening on Saturday, tomorrow.
Well, thank goodness.
So if you do want to see the Trolls starring NSYNC, basically, then you
Yeah.
can go
No thanks.
watch that. No, okay. And digital releases, A Haunting in Venice came out on Hulu. So if you have
I've been
Hulu,
watching
you
that.
can watch A Haunting in Venice. Also, Exorcist Believer, Paw Patrol, Sly on Netflix, the Sly Stallone documentary, and My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. There you go.
I can't
That's
wait
what's coming up
to download
for-
Paw Patrol for Charlotte. She's gonna lose her fucking mind. She's like,
She's so excited. It goes
Yeah.
away. What she says goes away. She loses her voice.
I registered.
Mhm.
Zoom needs to go through some diversity classes.
Diversity. Explain that to
Or-
me. Explain diversity though. Like, does it work for other
Because-
people?
No, if women have a higher register,
Uh-huh.
and Zoom is literally muting women's voices.
Wow. No.
Then
Whoa.
Wow.
they need
Okay, hold on. We're gonna
to-
test this now. We're gonna go around the
Okay.
horn. Carlos and Johnny are gonna do whatever high pitch they want to say in a high pitch. See if it goes away. So, Carlos, you're first. Say whatever you want in a high pitched voice. We'll see if you disappear from us.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, it kind of went away. You weren't high pitch enough. A little bit went away. Yeah. Johnny, high pitch it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, yours went slightly away too. Like at the
No,
very
Slightly
I
end.
heard the
it
whole
went away.
thing. I
You
heard
have
the
to
whole
go
thing.
even-
I heard it all. It was all
I
very
know, but
legible.
It was not
Fuck.
high pitched enough like yours
Audible?
though.
No,
Yours is
Exactly.
much higher.
Hold on.
But
I'm
I
gonna cut my
feel-
nuts off.
Because
Because I'm
I'll
a
be right back.
woman.
when you
Yeah.
say like
Because I'm a woman.
There it
Zoom
is.
needs
There it
to go
is.
through diversity class, I think about like the sexual harassment training classes I take. I just hit play and then hit mute and then play on my
Oh, yeah.
phone.
Oh yeah, everyone does that.
Oh yeah, you wait till the end. You're like, that
Yeah.
one doesn't sound.
Like,
You should be
Yeah.
doing
Next.
that.
Next.
Yeah. Should you be slapping her in the ass? No. All right.
Nope.
You pass.
And then that's
See you
Going
next
on my
year.
gut instinct
yeah.
here.
They're
Nope.
like, oh, that wasn't the right answer. What do you mean it's not the there was something worse? Yep. So there you go. And Amazon news. They greenlit Samaritan 2 starring Sylvester Stallone, and they want to make a total of 3 of them. So there you go. Samaritan's getting
3
a
more or
sequel.
3 total?
3 total movies. 3 total. They want to franchise it, they said. There you go. Sly. How old is this man going to be before he just stops?
Does he not have
Better
a
hurry up.
retirement plan? I'm sure that he doesn't.
No
Why
way.
is he still working?
I think stars cannot not be stars. You know what I mean? It's
I don't
their
know.
it's their obsession of being famous.
I
The thing is, Sly's so famous, he doesn't have to do anything. You know,
I want to see the next Bruce Willis film. I
You're
want
a
to see
dick.
Another
because
one
he
who
sold
doesn't
his
have a
rights.
retirement.
They sold his likeness to a company.
you are true.
So I
They
want to
did.
see what it's going
They
to look like.
did. That's
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
just sad.
Yeah, and doesn't he have like some sort of brain disorder now, and he's like gonna lose it?
Yeah.
so he
Yeah,
can't.
that's
he can't
sad.
pronounce words properly.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
literally like digging his corpse up and like putting puppet strings on him. It's just it's fucked up. Let's move on,
That's what
guys.
they're doing to Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Tim
What?
Curry, there's Tim Curry. They're wheeling him around the Comic Cons. He looks horrible.
Okay, I
Wait,
thought you meant they were wheeling a corpse around.
No.
I
Tim
was like,
Curry.
what the fuck?
That can't be legal.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's, Weekend at Comic Con. Like, what are you talking about?
Look him up. He looks horrible. He should not be out in public, letting people just, I don't know, stand next to him, scrape themselves over him just for a photo op. It's ridiculous.
who is
But
this?
Tim Curry.
You know, Tim Curry.
I thought Tim
Rocky
Curry
Horror
was
Picture
dead.
Show.
That's what I thought too when he
may
said
as well
that.
be.
I thought he was
But no,
dead.
he's not dead. He's not dead.
Somebody check on the Google machine.
Is this
Mhm.
Curry's
another
alive?
Mandela effect thing? I
77
think.
years old.
Yeah, we just
Oh,
I
really?
had this last year with Austin. We had a Mandela.
You thought
effect
Austin was
thing.
dead?
No, Austin
Oh.
and I both thought that Tim Curry was actually no. He thought Tim Curry was dead. I didn't. We looked it up. He was still alive, and he's like, "Shit, I jumped universes again."
So he
I guess
wants him
when he
dead.
died.
I got
And then now I have that seed in my brain that he was also dead. But nope, not dead. But yeah, that is sad.
No, it's well, but would you watch something with like Bruce Lee in it if they made a new movie, and because the CGI now is so amazing, would you watch a Bruce Lee movie? I would, to be honest. Yes.
I mean, we all just watched Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which might as well be not Kingdom of the. What am I talking about?
You're
Dial of
talking
Destiny.
about Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny. Yeah, and I mean that's basically the same fucking thing.
But it's a little different, right? Because he's playing the same version of his younger self, but still in the movie. We're talking
So
about
did
a
they
guy
put a
that-
bunch of like balls on his face and like do that?
Wait, I've seen
CGI?
that movie.
Yeah.
The Dong of Destiny.
The balls in her face movie. Yes,
That's a good one.
That's a good. The balls in her face. Faces of death. Balls in her face. Okay, and they're now remaking the Running Man reboot. I didn't know it's a Stephen King movie. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact: it's not a Stephen King. Well, it is a Stephen King. It was done under Bachman. Richard Bachman was his. Was it Richard?
alias.
I think it was Richard. Yeah, his alias. But that was
Yeah.
one of his originally.
Yeah, one of his first bombs in the theater. That movie did not make very
That was
much
a good
money.
movie,
that
man.
movie.
I like that.
I was a kid when
it's
I
a
saw
fun
it.
movie. Yeah, it's just it
I
didn't make.
thought that would be a good one for a remake, so I'm excited about that one.
I'm just kind of surprised that it was a bomb when I read the story about the reboot. Because as a
Not
kid, you're
cynical
like,
enough
this
as
is
a
so
society.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
Hopefully the
very,
remake doesn't bomb
Squid Games.
like Total Recall bombed.
Colin Farrell. He tried his best.
Did
But
he?
the thing is, Arnold was really popular when that movie came out. That's why I was surprised it bombed.
I think it was the cynicism. We just weren't there. The society wasn't ready for that level of cynicism. The
How
book
about
ending is
Highlander?
really fucked up.
Highlander's getting a reboot starring Henry Cavill. And Carlos, I know you were going to see that, right? You were a big Highlander fan, or at least of the TV show you were.
TV show. Yeah.
Yeah. TV show was good though. It was really good.
I think he'd be good. I mean, it's he did pretty good in The Witcher. I think Highlander's if he can mix like the like a James Bond type of action with
But I see what you're saying. Like, don't go the Highlander route of just this Scotsman swordsman. It's whatever he's doing. Like, almost make it like what you're looking for, like a James. Like he's the Highlander, but he's like a spy type of thing.
he's
or
also
action.
a pimp, you know. Like
Oh shit, he's a pimp now.
Yeah.
He went totally sideways.
Not an actual pimp where he has hose on the blade or anything like that, but I mean, like, you know, where he's like a smooth cat picking up chicks for all of eternity and then just chopping off heads and like laying down pipe, I guess. I don't know.
So you basically just made a porn of Highlander. That's what you just did.
All right, we got talking
I'll
about
watch it.
balls and
I'll watch it.
faces and
Okay. And finally, Invincible season 2 drops today. So if you like Invincible on Amazon, season 2 comes out today.
What
So
is that
check.
again?
What is that?
Invincible?
Invincible.
Oh,
based on
Invincible is
Image
a cartoon.
Comics by Robert Kirkland, the
Yes.
creator of Walking Dead.
Oh,
Man, that took
the
forever to
cartoon.
come out.
Okay.
Man.
Forever.
I'm like
I haven't
Johnny. When
watched
stuff
that.
takes so long to come out, I just lose interest. I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it. Care.
Yeah, forget about it.
And our Bitcoin update. We haven't had it in a while. I was going to ask Carlos to give it to me, but I got it for you. We're now worth $35,000. And there you go. So if you have Bitcoin, $35,000. If you have Dogecoin, 7 cents. And
I'm
if you have
surprised that it's still
Yeah,
worth
I'm
anything.
retiring
I'm
tomorrow,
surprised
baby.
that it's still worth anything.
What about
Honestly,
Shiba?
like, didn't
What
we
about
learn
Shiba?
anything?
I got Shibu
from
right here
all
for you, don't worry.
this Fucking
you know-
cryptocurrency
Do I have
nonsense
to go to work tomorrow?
currency.
Tell me now.
Yeah,
me
if you own
right
now.
Shibu, don't quit your job. It's worth 0.00008
So it went up. All right.
Yeah,
buddy.
And the sad part is,
So
it did
you're
go up.
saying
It did go up
chance.
5%. You're right. It went up 5%. So there you go. But you're right. Bitcoin's kind of stagnant. I think that where it's at, it's just that's it. You know. So,
Surprised it's still worth anything. Give you
People
a
are
sense
just-
of how fucking stupid we all are.
yeah, people that have money, they think it's gonna make them more money. I don't know what to tell you. You know, there's your Bitcoin update. So there you go. Let's take a break here. Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be back with our review of the Netflix movie Old Dads right after this.
Hi there, this is Tom from the DPA. You're probably wondering what the DPA does. Well, when someone sends you a picture of someone's genitals, such as a man's, we analyze it. We can tell you exactly where it's from, what race, the height of said man, and the accuracy of the picture if it's from that individual. That's right, dick pic analysis. The DPA's been around for many years. We've tested the program over and over, even on our own dicks, and we guarantee that it works 8% of the time. That's right, the only DPA program that actually works 8% of the time. You might send us a dick, we look at the pic, and we think, meh, could be. There's no real computers. It's just 3 guys in a room staring at dicks. We've had many years of experience, and we promise you that we'll get you an answer to what you want to know. Do you want to know if that person can cook? Do you want to know their occupation? Do you want to know how tall they are? If they're fat, skinny, and if they use OnlyFans? We'll know by just their picture, and we'll guarantee 8% accuracy. That's right, the DPA, Dick Pic Analysis. Go to our website at dickpicanalysis.com, upload your information and a picture, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. That's DPA, dickpicanalysis.com. Don't be scared, go ahead and share. The DPA is not responsible for lost photos that you may have sent us, and we accidentally forward them to our friends. We do share information. None of this stuff is secret. It all goes public. 8% accuracy is a little high, but we can at least tell you the color of the dick that you sent us. We'll even measure it to our own dicks. Usually they're bigger. Not our dicks, but the pictures. Dick pic analysis. Not a real thing. Nerds Talking the Podcast. Back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, Laura, and I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends every Friday. New episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast. And before we went to break, we told you about Old Dads on Netflix, but Carlos also did remind me during break. Matthew Perry died. Kind of shocker. What were you guys' take on when you heard about that? Were you surprised, or was it one of those, well, not shocked by his lifestyle? What do
I
you guys-
always just assume that if a celebrity dies, what I would consider an early death, that it's always drug or alcohol related. I don't know if that's true. That was just my assumption.
He did drown in his hot tub.
Exactly. So he died of a heart attack. ... From all the cocaine that he just did. I don't know.
Yeah,
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, and I don't know what the hell
I
I'm
had
talking about,
this-
but that's just my
I-
thought.
I had the same take as you. I think he probably did have some type of cardiac arrest from all the drugs and alcohol in the past, because they even said there were no drugs and alcohol on site, supposedly. Well, no, because he swallowed them all. So,
They're all inside of him.
so he can't
And
be
his
on
heart
site.
fucking exploded.
I heard today that
Yeah, I
he
was kind of
spent
surprised.
upwards of $7 million in rehab, on rehab.
Oh, that's
Just
and he still didn't
crazy.
clean him up.
After the first million, you gotta know it ain't gonna work.
no, you got to keep trying.
But you know what it is though? He's in one of those rehabs here in Malibu. Oh boy.
Yeah, how
It's
do I
like
get into
50
one of
grand a
those?
week. Yeah. It's like, it's ridiculous. The commercials are on, the guy's like, yeah, come on down to whatever it's called. And I used to do drugs. It's only like 50,000 a week. You're like, who's you promoting this for? like he wants celebrities to do drugs. He's probably selling them so he can get their business. Like, what the fuck?
Come on back. It's a lovely resort. We'll tell you the drugs under the table.
And it is crazy. It is a resort. Like when they show it, it's, my goodness, it's magnificent.
I wonder what childhood trauma that Matthew Perry had to cause that. I just assume that anybody who's an addict, has a lot of issues.
Do you think it's not fame?
No, I think fame can make it a lot worse, but I also think that when people go that far, and literally kill themselves, there's something in there. Everyone's got a childhood trauma. The question is, how bad is it and how did it affect you?
Charlie Sheen's still alive. He's beating the odds.
He beating the odds though. And I mean, he was the son of a famous actor, so I guarantee he was molested.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, seriously.
You know, what's that other guy? What's the Haim? What's his name?
Corey. Definitely. Haim.
Is it Haim's the one that's dead though, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And what's
Corey
the other
Corey
one?
Feldman is the one who's still alive.
Feldman's
again,
the one
same
that said
thing.
he's been like raped numerous times as a child when he was in
Well, I'm
Hollywood.
sure that he has, because if you
Yeah.
put children into, Hollywood parties with a bunch of fucking creeps who no one's ever said no to them and they get to do whatever they want and they get drunk and there are children around who are like, "Oh, this is cool. This is neat. I'm an adult." Of course shit is going to happen. Of course it is. Ugh, it upsets me. Parents who let their children start acting and like in big Hollywood stuff.
Yep. All right. Well, there you go. So R.I.P. Matthew Perry. One of the cast of Friends down, 5 more to go. So there we go. We move on to Old Dads on Netflix, starring Bill Burr, also starring Bobby Cannavale from Ant-Man, Will and Grace, and the lead of Vinyl. You guys ever see Vinyl on Showtime? Phenomenal show. Phenomenal. Also starring Bokeem Woodbine. He was in Spider-Man Homecoming. He played Shocker. No? Nobody? He kind of looks like Dave Chappelle? No?
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, okay.
Stalker.
Shocker. Yeah, he played, remember he had the gloves, the yellow gloves.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Also starring Katie Aston. She was in The League. She was one of the league. You ever watch the show The League on FX? Really funny show. And she was also on the show on FX, also called Legion. No, nobody. Okay. And Rachel Harris, who was the school doctor in this movie. She was in Lucifer, Hangover, and Suits. She's definitely recognizable. You guys see her.
Yeah.
But the real star of this is Bill Burr, the stand-up comedian.
Oh, you missed Katrina Bowden.
Who did she play?
She's the
just
wife
like
of. Is she the wife of Bobby Cannavale?
No, I don't know who
No.
that is. The Katrina Bowden's a blonde. She was just like a parent. She had a.
Oh, the blonde parent.
Oh yeah.
You know what? She looked very familiar too. I just didn't write her down because she didn't play a big part in the movie. Yeah.
She was on 30 Rock, and I don't know, a few movies here and there, but she's so pretty.
I know. I saw her in here, and I was like, "Where do I know her from?
She's
Where
not
do I know her
pretty.
from?"
She's hot.
3.
Let's just get to it.
She's pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, she's hot. So there you go. So Old Dads on Netflix, made by Miramax. Kind of surprised it's made by Miramax. I was like, they still make movies? We'll go to Johnny. Old Dads, starring Bill Burr on Netflix.
I did an old dad thing, and I only watched half of it.
You did it, old fucking man. Go ahead.
But from what I saw, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Bill Burr. But what I like best about him is when he just goes off on rants, and then in the movie they tone that down quite a bit. And I mean, he's not a great actor. I mean, he's been in quite a few things now, but there was just no scenario in this movie that was even somewhat believable. They had this throwback jersey company, and then all of a sudden, like, they sold it, and like they fired half the staff. They weren't really that upset about it. Like, if it's a company that you built from the ground up, they just weren't that upset that half their staff was let go. And just them being friends in general, I just thought that was kind of weird, because I think about all the friends I have in my life, and I'm sorry, Carlos, if your kid hit my kid, like, we would definitely have some words. Like, I wouldn't say we'd be like fighting or anything like that, but if you said no, that's just him, being a kid, like, fucking, or vice versa. If my daughter fucking whacked your kid in the head with a stick, I'd expect you to say something to me. Like, don't fucking let him be kid. Let him run free. Let him fucking be a part of nature with the stick and your kid in the fucking face. Like, shit like that. I just didn't believe that either. I just didn't believe a lot of scenarios here, and they muted Bill Burr quite a bit. So even the school that they were going to was just too much of a hippie community, way too fucking
comedy. It's like they're taking everything to the extreme. I mean, I'm sure there are some crazy people like that out there, but I mean, most 99% of people aren't that crazy. But where it's kind of satirical. It's taking, like, gentle parenting, and it's taking it to the extreme. Holistic learning, and it's taking it to the extreme. And just
but like everything
ridiculous.
was a little extreme, though, right? Like, the company that they sold their company to was a little extreme.
Oh yeah,
just every situation that they're in is pretty a little. They take something in reality, like people being too woke, and then they just turn it up a notch. And it was just like, all right, okay, no, this is, you're blowing this out of proportion. Well, I guess we're gonna blow this out of proportion. Just everything was a little too much for me. So overall, the first hour, I don't know. Do you guys think I should finish it? Should I find out what happens?
Finish it.
there's a lot of boobies at the end, like a lot of boobies.
I gotta go. That's all. That's all I needed. Why the fuck didn't you guys say so? I wouldn't have fucking shown up to this thing.
There's like 20 minutes in a strip club. So
I'll have a different review by the end of this. For sure.
No, you
Hella
won't.
Mike.
You won't. Yeah, hella Mike.
Hella Mike.
Hello, Mike.
That's the thing. This movie only had like 3 funny bits, and you're right. Everything was so extreme. I never see this ever in everyday life, like ever. Doesn't matter where I'm at. I never see any people behave this way. It's like, and this is so Bill Burr, his comedy.
But that's his comedy. Absolutely, that's his comedy.
Yeah, and that's,
I mean, he wrote and directed it, so.
Well, that's what, yeah. So that's why when I was like, yeah, I get it. This is his stick, his anti-woke. Nowadays parents are, pussies, and the kids run them over, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't what. Maybe in certain neighborhoods, because he does come off like, he's more of in a nicer neighborhood and whatever. But even the school, private school, and all the parents acted like that. Oh, our kids rule our lives. But man, this was overboard. Holy shit. So Laura, what's your take on old dads?
Apparently I'm the only one who liked it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was hilarious. I laughed out loud a bunch of times. Because it's a comedy, so it's satirical. It's not how people act. Bill Burr raging on everybody all the time is not realistic, but the situations, I mean, obviously it's kind of satirical. Like 10 minutes in, I was like, I love this movie. How that kid hits his kid and the mom doesn't do anything, and then he's running past, he trips him. Like, that's awesome. Because that would also be my reaction as well. Your parents aren't going to discipline you. well, the world is gonna. I just really like it. And then the new boss that they got, this like, 25-year-old fucking idiot. It was interesting because he's super aggressive, but they're using it's like the same macho bullshit that any boss, in old school culture would do, but they're just putting a new name on it and a smile on it. It's like, are you threatening me? No, this is just transparent leadership. It's, I don't know. I enjoyed it. And the whole thing about them getting fired. No, we got them a ZipRecruiter account. It's fine. That I guess as a recruiter, that one really made me laugh. Um, I really enjoyed it. It's these guys, these Gen X guys, they're very rough around the edges. They say a lot of stupid ass shit, but in the end, they take care of each other, and it's sweet. And you see that more and more as the movie goes on, like the feelings and emotions that they have for each other and their friendship. And um I don't know. I really liked it.
What's
I'm
your
with you.
what's your
I liked it.
well, what's your rating? Johnny, what's your rating as well?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, you're only
far-
halfway through. What's your half rating?
Ooh. Maybe a 2.
It's gonna
Yeah,
go
okay.
up a point after you see the boobies.
Yes,
No,
agree,
it's not worth a
at
point.
least.
Laura, what's your rating? We got a 2 on the board.
I go 4 out of 5 at least. I
Wow,
really
okay.
enjoyed it.
Shit, Bookie.
Yeah,
Really?
It made me
That's a
laugh.
lot.
It made me laugh the whole time. There was
Okay,
not
the whole
any
time.
lull.
Holy shit!
Mm.
Wait, we got to hear Carlos' review. Hold on. He
I
says
liked
he's
it.
the same boat, so I
Yeah,
want to
I
hear
liked it. I thought it was funny because everyone at that school played the victim. They were a victim of something. That's what made me laugh. Even a lady who wasn't there when he cussed out the principal, she said, just knowing that those words were said here upsets me. It was so ridiculous. And it was like, yeah, this is what we've become. This is what society has become. And even when they're doing the meeting for the charity event,
fundraiser. Yeah.
yeah, the fundraiser, and they were like, why is this dominated by two white male whatever? And then the guy goes, and then Bill Burr's like, everyone in this room is white. And then one guy's like, not if you look at my 23andMe, I'm 3% Sri Lankan. I'm like, what? Yeah, you're a victim, buddy. Everybody's a victim. I thought it was hilarious. I had some laugh out loud moments too. I just thought it was funny. So
It had
I'd
funny
give it, I wouldn't
parts
go
for
as far
sure.
as 4, but I go 3.5.
It definitely had funny parts for sure. Like, during that where you were talking about how the lady wasn't there, but she still like felt like a victim. And the C word is like the new N word, and then Bill Burr
And
comes
then,
about.
did you see the principal in the back was like,
Yeah. I mean, like it had funny parts, but when everything is so extreme like that, like I don't know, it was just like, all right, just tone it down just a little bit. And then like I don't know, the black friend who's talking about like how he's a lawyer, and apparently like they signed this shit deal, and like I don't know, just things like that. Like remember that Halloween movie we saw with Marlon Wayans, and he's talking about being like a science teacher. I'm like, Marlon Wayans, you'd never pass a science class in your whole life. Like, just I didn't buy a lot of things in it, but I'm a big fan of Bill Burr. Like I said, funny parts, movie as a whole, or the first half of the movie. I'll finish it
it's
because
funny because I
now
don't
I know
like
there's
Bill
boobies,
Burr's
but
comedy. I don't really like Bill Burr's stand-up. I don't find it offensive. I'm not like raging against him or anything. I understand why people think it's funny, but I'm not generally a fan of his comedy. But when you put it in this context, because it basically, I mean, it's the heart of his stand-up put in a movie, but when
Right.
you put it in this situation, I think it's quite funny. So, I mean, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Interesting.
I get what you're saying though, Johnny, because it felt like once you saw for 20 minutes, you're like, I'm gonna get this the whole movie, and I did, and I was like, okay, I guess. Like, okay, it's not funny after 20 minutes. It's just the same, basically same joke, just different. Same joke, different setting. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, nowadays people are idiots, and you know, you're right. Oh, cool. And don't get me wrong, they're all idiots, but like Johnny said, everyone you run into is the fucking same way. okay, not one person is like you except for your friends. Everyone is the same, but you and your friends. I'm like, what world
But
do you live
everyone in
in?
the movie was younger than them. They were all. He's a Gen Xer. Everyone else
Yeah.
is Gen Z
Not,
or millennial.
not the doctor.
Yeah, but she was
Mhm.
pandering. That's what she was doing.
She was embezzling. That's what she was
And
doing.
I was doing that too.
Yeah.
But so,
But go
I
ahead.
mean, I see kind of
Finish
Johnny's
your
point
review.
too. There were some things that were like, okay, you're an attorney. You couldn't figure out this contract was shit, right? And the whole thing about recording in the car, that's not legal. And
I don't
recording
give
the
a
guy's
fuck what
It is in
apartment
New Mexico.
wasn't legal.
Yeah, so he says, but there's just no way that any. Oh, then the
Agreed.
camera,
And the
the
guy's
camera
house,
in the guy's house. Well, they're
was so
not in New
stupid.
Mexico, so
Was so
No
dumb.
way
how is
it's
that?
legal. It's dumb. You
It's
just
not
gotta roll
legal.
with it.
I know, but
a
I
little too
I had to
much,
roll
you
with
know?
everything. You know, like the only thing believable to me was like the actual conversation they were having in the car about like Caitlyn Jenner and like watching a game with her, him, whatever. Like, he still has his dick. Is that why we call him they? Like, and it seemed like a legitimate question. That was the only thing that was like somewhat believable to me. So,
Well, the one thing that I thought was when they lost their job, well, Trifecta went a totally different way. They're not doing sports memorabilia or jersey throwbacks or anything anymore. You
right.
three guys know how to start a business. You know how to run a business. Start a new one. Do the jerseys again. Do the throwback stuff again.
Yeah, I had the same idea, and I also thought
Same.
Trifecta, that doesn't make sense. You can't just change overnight because the customer base is looking to buy sports jerseys.
Right.
So
And
that
then all
doesn't
of a
make
sudden,
any sense.
all
And
of a
why do
sudden
you
it's
stay as an employee at your own company? That's a terrible idea. Take the
Yeah, like,
money,
Take a
go start your
buyout and
own
get the hell
business.
out.
yeah, but they
Yeah.
made it sound like the money was only enough to like pay for his kid's college. You know, when he said
yeah.
it.
So like
I was like,
$100,000.
yeah,
or
how
something
much
like
would
that.
they fucking sell the company for? Yeah, I thought the same thing. Like, okay. And then he bought himself his a Ford Fusion, his dream car, with his
Yeah, I
money.
saw that too, and
I
I
wish
was
it was a
like,
Toyota Camry. I wish
Yeah.
it was a Toyota.
right. So there are some things believable like that because he had the CarMax sticker in the front, and I was like, okay, I can see that. I guess he bought his dream car. They say, interesting.
Right,
I
that's
don't
an
know.
attorney's dream car, right? Come on.
I mean, they made a big deal or a good deal at the time. Supposedly had a lot of money, and I don't know, just a lot of unbelievable things here for me.
What didn't make sense about the sale of the business is that he needed to sell a business in order for his kid to go to private school, but yet the attorney, one's going to Harvard, one goes to Duke. Clearly,
thought
he
that was
made a
their
bigger
names.
deal than the three of them.
That wasn't just their names, or were they actually going to Harvard and Duke?
No, they're actually going to Harvard and Duke because he was saying how successful they are, and he's Harvard, Duke, girlfriend, ex-wife. Everybody gets along.
Oh,
And
right,
he's really
right.
successful.
Yeah, that part
Yeah.
didn't make any sense to me either. Yeah, that whole thing. I don't know. Anyway, 3.5, right? Let's give it a 3.5.
I gave it a 3.5.
We got a 2, a 4, and a 3.5. I'll give it a 2. Yeah, I just did not enjoy it. It wasn't funny. The funniest parts I think were in the car, the whole NWA thing.
Yes.
That made me laugh. The Hella Mike, which Johnny hasn't got to yet. That shit did make me laugh. Hella Mike made me laugh. There was one point where I forgot, somebody said something to Bill Burr, and he turns around and goes, "Don't worry about it. I'm going to register to vote." That was his response.
That was Hella Mike who said
was
that.
it Hella Mike?
Yeah. And when the other dude was doing coke all the way up, when they finally get there,
That's
that was
right,
some bad
yeah.
coke. I go take a shit.
Yeah. Like the Vegas, they didn't even get to Vegas. They got Pomona. The Pomona
That was
part
so funny to me because I'm like, oh God, that's so me. I'm like, God, that's far. How about
Yeah.
right here?
Yeah, that was that part was, and it was funny because it got away from the bullshit of the plot of the nonsense. You're like, oh, good. This is like the just
But they
guys
got to
being
be
guys.
themselves. They weren't around any victims.
Yeah.
They went to the strip club, the casino, the strip club.
and-
The glitter was a little excessive, but
But it's just, again, and then once they got back to even getting back to the hospital, and went right back to the fake reality they live in, And I was like, man, they really overdo it in this movie. They like it's not that funny. Like him being who he is, like he doing his little rants and being, it wasn't funny to me because I'm like, yeah, this is you. This is just your shtick. Like this is not really that funny. It's like
It
watching the
was
10th Adam
definitely
Sandler
toned
movie.
down though, like his because I've listened to him on he had a couple of podcasts for a while. I've seen other stuff that he was in, and I watched his stand up, but this was like just toned down. It was just a little much. I don't know. I've seen other things that Bill Burr was in, and I liked him, but this to me just wasn't great.
Well, did you see F is for Family? His animated show on Netflix
Yes,
takes place in the 70s.
Yeah.
It's the exact same comedy. It's exactly the same. It's about how people are progressing past him, and he's like, "Bullshit! I want to live my old ways." And
right,
it's the
but
same
they're
comedy.
they're not as woke, and then they get to, especially in that time they get to say like some racist shit.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
But it's like my notes here. I wrote a lot of notes here, and it's basically progressive liberals are everywhere, according to this movie. They're just everywhere. Everywhere you turn, you're gonna get somebody that's gonna be a victim. Overreaction from everyone. This note is in big capital letters. This movie is not funny. I was about halfway through the movie. It's a coming of age story for a 47-year-old by the end. I was like, oh, coming of age for a 47-year-old. Look at him.
That's legit criticism. I will give that one.
Oh, look
credit.
at this. He finally grew up. Oh, congratulations. And it tried too hard to be serious, like dramatic at some point. And I was like, just stick to the funny. You don't have to, it's like doesn't have to
It
be
was probably toned down and probably had some serious scenes in it because it's Bill Burr's first go at it. So he wants it to be liked so that Netflix gives him an Adam Sandler deal.
Oh, I didn't find it light. I watched it going, this is his stand-up. That's all I thought. I was like, oh, look, I'm watching his stand-up, but in a movie form. That's all I'm watching. It's what is he gonna do? The next movie's gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna be the angry guy that lives 20 years in the past, and these progressives are gonna piss me off again. And I'm just gonna go 2 hours saying shit in a movie form.
I mean,
I'm
I feel like you just pitched his newest movie.
Yeah, seriously, in space. That's all he has. Like, that's why I'm like you. I don't watch his stand-up because I've seen 2 of them and I know what I'm gonna get. And it's gonna be, I was at this lunch line and this stupid bitch in front of me took out a checkbook and then I'm like, oh, here we go.
No, that sounds nothing like him nor any of
I
his
know,
bits.
but you know what I mean, though.
Nice
like
try.
that's his stick. It's like he complains
That's
about
his shtick. That's his shtick. This bitch in front of me got a checkbook.
Oh, that's pretty good. That sounds just like
all right.
it.
All right.
But yeah, he's just man.
Clearly you don't know his comedy.
I know his comedy. It's
I
not.
recently
It's the
saw
movie.
him. How long
It's
ago
the
was that,
movie.
Johnny? 2 months ago? A month ago?
You guys saw him 2 months ago.
We saw him stand up. Yeah.
And it was pretty much all this stuff, wasn't it? It was just him railing against the progressives and the woke. That's kind of what he does. It's kind of his shtick.
I'm sure
complains. That's what he does.
He complains. His whole comedy.
His rants are what he's known for.
Yeah, it is his rants. Yeah, he's
neutral. He's down the middle. He won't talk too much shit about conservatives. He won't talk too much shit about liberals.
No, he doesn't really.
Or he talks shit about both sides. Really, I wouldn't say too much. But just both sides.
Yeah, he's not super political with it. He just points out the things like that, the woke shit and whatnot. The stupid shit. But he talks about it like it's everywhere, like it exists all around him. And I'm like, I don't know. I never encounter it. I never see it in day-to-day travels or anything.
Yeah, so I mean, you live down south. I mean, sometimes you're in rich areas. Like,
like today, I was in Irvine all day. People.
Yeah, I mean that's a rich area, and like anytime that I've been there, I haven't had anyone like, I don't know, criticizing you for maybe what type of straw that you're using or anything like that. Like I've never had
somebody approach you about your car.
Yeah, or anything like that. It's like, okay. I mean, I'm sure it happens. I know it happens. There's people like that out there.
They're doing it under their breath. They're not going to confront you about it.
No, I mean,
the point of the movie.
They're going to talk about it on Twitter later.
Exactly, absolutely.
The point of the movie that changed Bill Burr's whole life was so dumb too. And which point was that? As the people that finished it, and I was like, really? This was your coming to Jesus moment?
His baby
was at the strip club.
No,
right?
no. The fucking Uber driver.
Because he saw himself as the Uber driver.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Oh, I like that. And then he got on the scooter. The whole movie started with him complaining about the scooter. Oh, I loved it. And he's like, you're right.
Laura,
Settle
Laura,
down,
Laura,
settle
Laura,
one
down,
can hear you.
lower,
No one can
lower,
hear you now.
lower,
You
lower.
sound like Minnie Mouse
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
taking it like a champ.
I know this is Zoom's fault, Laura, but please just so we can hear you.
All right, I'm gonna do a Bill Burr impression, and
Okay,
he's
go
like,
ahead, do
"You're right. This is fucking awesome."
That's not
I
bad.
don't-
Perfect,
I mean,
yeah,
perfect.
not bad.
Pretty
And I
good.
was
Yeah.
like,
Pretty good.
"Yeah, it is
But I like,
fucking
I
awesome."
like
Bill
Hella
Burr.
Mike. I got a flip phone. I can't.
Yeah, he
I
could.
don't want
He
them to
couldn't
track
scan
me.
the QR code.
Can't scan the QR
Yeah.
code.
No, you know what though? Like that also negated just about everything. Oh, you got on the scooter, and oh, this is so cool. I'm okay. Maybe you should try what the people you're complaining about. Maybe I don't know.
That's exactly the point. Is that
No, it's
he
not the
has,
point.
like
That's
you
it.
said, it's a coming of age story
Coming
for
of
like a
age for
50-year-old man.
47-year-old. That
Like you need to experience things in life before you go around bitching about them.
and he learned nothing at the very last scene of the movie. He learned
Yes,
nothing.
he did.
No, he did not.
I
Well, I thought that
disagree.
shit before the biker even stopped. I'm like, is he really throwing a ball with a baby on his chest?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Then the guy on the bike stopped and told him that. Like,
And then he's
yeah.
like, thank
No,
you.
no. He wanted to tell him off, and his wife kind of like,
But he didn't.
don't.
That's
And he-
personal growth,
no,
Lafayette.
no. And what did he do after the guy rode away?
Told him
He's
off
like-
under his breath, which is way
like-
better than telling off somebody to their face.
He's like, you fucking.
I
cunt."
disagree. I
Yeah, he's
disagree
like, "You
wholeheartedly.
fucking cunt. Be yourself, Bill Burr. Don't.
Yeah,
don't
disagree
don't
to
act-
somebody's face. Like, why talk behind someone's back? Like,
Yeah, when that someone's close to you, but like a rando stranger. Why do
if
you
a
need to
rando
get in-
stranger like comes up to me and like criticizes like how I'm living my life, I'm gonna say something to his face. I'm not gonna like go home and like just talk to my friends about it. I'm gonna say, hey, stop being a dick. Like I've done it many a times, and like sometimes they're taken aback. Sometimes we can actually have a conversation about it. But like, I don't know. Like I wouldn't bottle it
No.
up.
Oh no! No! It's not bottling because I'm not a fan of bottling, but I'm also not a fan of arguing with idiots. Like if I don't know you and I have nothing, like somebody is an asshole to me, and I'm like, all right, and I just walk away because why would I expel all that emotional energy on telling somebody why they're wrong and what they're doing is wrong to somebody who's a stranger? I'm never going to see you again, and so me saying, "All right, buddy," and walking away that's the end of the interaction for me. And if I get upset and I start telling them why they're wrong, and then they start telling me why I'm wrong, and this emotional escalation occurs, exhausting.
I can tell you this.
No, thank
I can
you.
tell you if that character was in real life and you were his friend, he wouldn't have changed one bit. That's for sure. Not one bit. he's fronting for his wife because that would ruin his marriage. So he's faking
I
it.
disagree.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
disagree.
Yeah,
Personal
anyway,
growth.
I give it a 2. It just wasn't. Like I said, it was Bill Burr. I don't know. It was Bill Burr in movie form. And I'm like, I've had enough of this crap. Like the first 20 minutes, like Johnny, when he said, do I watch the rest? No, you've seen it. You're done. You get the gist. If he
I'll
makes
watch some
another movie,
titties,
will you
though.
watch it? I don't know. So there you go. That's
I
our
would,
review
'cause
of
I've
Old
seen his
Dads.
stand-up more than one time, several times. I've seen all the stand-ups.
But his
Funny every
stand-ups,
time I watch him.
it's different jokes. It's different. You know what I mean? It's different things, right? It's not like he's not repeating the same stick over and like the same jokes over and over, right?
But you said
His stick is the
his
same.
stuff is the same every
his
time.
shtick is
and
the
you've
same.
only seen 2, you said.
I've only seen 2 of them. Yeah,
But you know all of his stuff.
I get his shtick.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. The bitch with the checks in front of me. Da 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 da.
Oh, that's stupid. Bitch
Right.
with the checks.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I like how you think that was a bit of his. That's just me
well,
about how he
Clearly,
rants
you
about
don't
stupid
know
shit.
his stuff.
No, I don't.
That was not
I don't
a rant that he
memorize
would
his.
do. Bitch about
his-
somebody with a check.
Actually, I think he would. I think
Moving on. This
he
is
would probably
taking
bitch
up
about old
too
people.
much of my life.
Man,
Old dads.
Agreed. We've talked this into the ground.
Yeah,
Button
it's a shit
pushing.
movie.
We disagree.
What a
Let's
shit
move on.
movie. That's all I got for you. Unless you got something else. That's all we got. Anything else?
Have you seen the viral video of the girl that refused to get out of the car because the first date was at the Cheesecake Factory?
no.
No.
So this guy took this girl out on his first date. They went to the
How old?
Cheesecake Factory. Oh, in their 20s,
Oh,
early to mid 20s.
totally normal. Fucking
then-
bitch.
Apparently, a group of ladies made a list of places men shouldn't take them on the first date. So let me know if you agree with these. It's a list of 28 places. Number 1, Cheesecake Factory.
I like Cheesecake
Let me
Factory.
guess.
It's good.
Hooters.
Hooters?
Is Hooters on there?
I think
Better
they're
be.
all, most of them are closed, man. No, Hooters not on there.
Okay.
Applebee's,
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Chili's.
Don't take anyone to Applebee's. Yes. Don't take anyone to Chili's.
Chili's. They got the best deal right now. 3 for me.
Awful. Awful.
Drink, appetizer,
and that queso
entree.
and that queso dip.
Oh,
I'm a
so
foodie,
fucking good.
though, so
I'd take
Chili's
a
and
date there,
Applebee's
date
offend me
1,
to the
2,
core.
and 3.
No.
All right.
Don't be so judgmental, Bookie. Chili's is pretty
Chipotle.
good.
Chipotle.
For a date?
Yeah.
I'd agree.
I mean, it
Agreed
depends.
not
Is
to
it
take
is
'em?
it lunch? Are you doing like, are we shopping or
Okay.
something, and then we're
The-
stopping
Chipotle
back?
is
This is
okay, but
first date.
Chili's is
This
not
is remember,
okay?
this is first date. You're not gonna
This
go
is
to
first date.
Chipotle unless you're
No,
like
no,
16 or 17. 'cause
There's something to that too. If
You
it's a
know.
lunch date as your first date,
Sure.
that's your
Yeah,
your last date. You got to go at night. There's something to that. A
Everyone's
lunch
got to
date,
have an alcoholic beverage in their hand. I mean, that makes sense.
if
Olive Garden.
if she changed it from dinner to lunch, you're
Yeah.
done.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, she does. Yeah, right. That's true.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
The movies.
No Olive Garden. Oh no, I think that's fine.
If
It's
it's
not a
after,
classic first
if it's
date.
after
The
dinner,
movie?
No, the movies is a bad place to go on a date because
is.
you're just watching
You
the
don't
movie
talk.
for an hour and a
Yeah.
half, and then so you say something before, after, and then during is what? You want some more popcorn?
Yeah, but then you talk about the movie.
Reach in
afterwards,
here.
You can go
After.
get something to eat afterwards.
There's a hole at the bottom of the bag. Wink.
could you imagine those, like old dads, and then she's just like, "What a shit movie," and you're like, "What? It was so good," and then over, date is over.
I think movies is good.
Your house.
Definitely a red flag. Red
Yeah,
flag.
no, that's not a date. Yeah, that's not a date.
Any fast food chain.
Well, I mean, yeah, if we're gonna,
No,
Chipotle's on that. Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, it's too loud. It's too male-dominated, sports-driven type of shit.
Wingstop. I didn't even know
Again,
you could eat
these are
inside a
all, like,
Wingstop. It's
fast
super
Yeah,
small.
you can't
right?
eat in. You can't eat in
You
Wingstops.
just gotta
yeah.
stop and go.
I guess you eat in the parking lot.
Red Lobster.
Fuck that. I fucking love Red Lobster.
Yeah,
I would love
I
to
can
go
see
to a
Red
first
Lobster.
date.
Yeah, I can
to
see
a
Totally,
Red
Red Lobster is
Lobster.
not cheap, man.
Red Lobster used to be like, oh shit, that's pricey.
Give me
Yeah.
this
I
goddamn
saw
cheddar
a
biscuits.
Sacramento King at Red Lobster on a date.
Mike Bibby, huh?
Good looking
Nice.
chick. That was Kevin Martin.
Ah, good old Kmart. Nice.
God damn, now I want a cheddar
A
biscuit.
buffet.
Just a buffet in general.
That's the
Yeah.
buffet.
Yeah. That's
Mm,
I don't
no,
know.
I
Any
wouldn't
good
take
ones
a
Depends on the
That's the
buffet.
problem. Like Golden Corral's crap. What's
Yeah,
the other one? What's
Sizzler.
The casino on
Sizzler,
Crab
the
Night.
buffet?
No, but
No.
No, as a
No.
woman, you're gonna be
This-
like, you're gonna feel like you're being judged. How many times did I get up to go
Right.
eat? I want to eat more. Yeah, buffet is not
plus
a
you
good
go
choice.
Plus,
if you
meet
go
me at
to
the
the Win.
casino.
A couple of these I can definitely be like, no, it's not first date stuff. IHOP, Denny's,
No.
the gym. Who the hell goes to the gym on a first date?
That's where you
Gym.
meet
I guess gym
someone.
rats. I guess. Yeah.
Church.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, if you're
That
a
sounds
churchy
someplace
person,
you meet somebody, not take them.
Yeah, even the gym. Yeah.
Yeah. Starbucks, that a morning meetup. I think that's. I wouldn't say it's a date though. If it's just a morning meetup. No.
yeah, I think it's more of just like
Yeah,
a
no.
let's just
I've
meet,
done
have,
coffee dates.
have coffee.
Oh, that's next. Coffee
Coffee.
dates.
Yeah, well,
Coffee dates.
That's a
fun.
bad thing.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
But what if it's their idea?
Yeah,
Well, apparently it won't be. This is a list the women made, so it won't be.
I mean
Yeah.
that some women made. That's the thing. Human experience is complicated.
Ice cream dates.
Nope.
No,
mm-mm. Take me
no.
on that all day.
There's an all day thing.
Yes. You invite me
Yeah,
to
instead
go
of
have
bar
ice
hopping,
cream?
you're like ice cream shop hopping. Like
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's a perfect first date. I'm not lactose intolerant.
family function,
Yeah.
No,
first
that's a
date,
horrible
no,
idea.
Bad, bad,
Mm.
bad, bad.
movie night, Netflix and chill, Hulu.
No.
Not a first
no.
date. Red flag.
That's a Tinder date.
Yeah.
Somewhere that requires a long drive.
Yes.
Like
I would
going
yeah,
to like Palm
Yeah.
Springs
Well,
or some
not
shit.
cool.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
good.
like
Red
say,
flag.
like here in Sacramento, like, well, you want to go to San Francisco? Is that a long drive? Is that
Oh yeah, that's a long drive
How
for a
long
first
is it?
date.
Hour and a half, 2
Hour and a
hours.
half.
Oh,
Remember that?
no.
Remember that
Yeah,
one
too
time we
far.
were at Elaine's, me, you, and Elaine, and I forgot his
We
damn
went
name.
down there just to eat.
We literally at like 7 p.m. Let's go get some
Yeah, but
Chinese
we got
food
there hella fast.
in
There was
San
no
Francisco.
traffic.
We just went straight there, ate, and left.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
You had to be
That's
in your
stupid.
20s.
we were,
We had a good time, but
but there was no
stupid.
traffic. It was super
There
That's
was
fast.
no
That's
traffic.
what 20s, early 20s people do.
We got there like an hour and a half. We flew. To San
Probably we
Francisco.
thought we were cool about it too. Oh,
We did thought we were
dinner.
cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Somewhere that I said that one already. Bowling.
No,
I think that's a fun
I
one.
disagree.
Yeah,
I
I think that's a
disagree
good
too.
I've
one.
done all of
Yeah.
these.
Nightclub.
Yeah,
no,
not
I
good.
would agree.
That's
I
when
would
you
totally
meet
take a
someone.
first date to a nightclub.
Yeah.
If they like to
No.
dance, I like to dance. Get them
You can't
sauced
talk
up.
too loud.
I guess it depends on the person.
Too
no,
much
no.
competition.
It
All this
depends on the
depends
person. If they like to
All of it
dance,
does.
yeah, absolutely. Hey, you like to dance? Yeah, let's go to the.
But
Well,
you're
like if
not
a
talking
person-
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
are. You
just
talk on the dance
grinding.
floor. You talk
Not
on the side. You talk at the
necessarily.
bar. Talk outside. There's outside area.
How's your conversation on the dance floor? You having a good time? What?
I'm not saying you're having like.
Let's see if I try to do the what. If
No, please no.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
No, please, just please.
What?
No,
We
it's
heard ya.
normal. That was normal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
A hookah bar.
No, that's
Yeah.
stupid.
Bad.
A bar for just drinks.
To a
I
bar.
don't know. For
No,
a
I
bar.
think that's if it's a nice bar.
I didn't write
So this
the
place
list.
doesn't even have snacks.
So like a
I know.
lounge.
Not even peanuts on the bar. Not even a bowl of peanuts.
If it's
Just
a
a
nice
bar.
bar.
Drinks.
Like a brewery? Or like
Or like a hotel bar
like a
or a
Bud
like a
Light
bar,
tour?
a
But think about
restaurant
it.
bar.
For a first
That's
date,
a Tinder
I mean,
drink. That's a Tinder date too.
you might as well go to a nice restaurant then and get a drink and eat some
A Red
food.
Lobster. Hmm. This one's dumb. It's so far down the list. It just belongs up there on IHOP and Denny's. A Waffle House.
No,
Yeah,
no, that's
no,
stupid.
thank you.
And the last one is sports event.
I mean, it depends on
See,
the
that
person.
one's like bowling, right? What if you're a Lakers fan and so is that person, and you're like, hey, I got us Laker tickets. Oh hell yeah, so that depends because you can talk all the whole games like 3.5 hours long. Like,
yeah.
Shit about the
me too.
viral video.
Huh?
Who's the one who filmed it? Did the girl film the
she
guy,
did.
or
I
did the
think
guy
she
film the
did.
girl?
She filmed it.
She filmed it. Like the whole time she was
And-
like doing a selfie thing, talking, and she would not get out. Would not
Yep.
get out.
And then he
Red
brought
flag.
it up. He said, "You're
Sure.
filming it," and he's like, you could film it. Let's talk about it on film." And that's when it cut off.
What a bitch.
I'd have been like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna go park the car real quick. Why don't you go stand over there?" I'd have fucking laughed.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, Cheesecake Factory. The food's not horrible. Like,
It's good.
It
It's
depends on the
not
Cheesecake
good.
Factory you go to, though, because they have one here on the ocean, and it's phenomenal view and everything.
In the ocean?
on it, like right on the coast. Yeah.
I don't know. I disagree with that list. If I'm
Well,
talking to a girl and she's
Most
telling
of
me
it
like
is-
her favorite thing to eat in the world is like a Grand Slam breakfast, or no, what do they have at IHOP? The Rudy
Yeah.
Tooty fresh and fruity.
There
Like,
you
you
go.
know what?
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about
yeah,
to make
yeah.
your I'm
Yeah.
about to make your dreams come true, girl.
Or the
Yeah.
most pornographic dish ever at Denny's, moons over my hammy.
Yeah,
I
moons
have
over my hammy.
always been like, that one sounds so naughty, and I don't know why.
But it all depends on the person, right? That you're taking. I mean, maybe he should have asked her, like, hey, what kind of food do you like? I
She's
don't
like,
know.
I like a little bit of everything, and he's like,
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory.
The only
I
thing
mean-
I agree with is the movie,
Yeah.
just because you can't really talk, and I mean you have to combine it with a dinner of some sort. But yeah, it's just a straight up movie. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The chick in the video is a little bougie. She was like, nope, I ain't getting out of the car. And he was like, what? What's wrong? You don't bring me to this place, blah blah. And he was like, oh, what's the matter? And then she kind of went off, and he was like, oh, okay, let's talk about it. And like I said, the video cuts off, but it's like, it's I don't know. It's to
And
each
that's
their own.
obviously a red flag for the dude. So
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, no. He
I mean, girl, get yourself some free key lime cheesecake, if nothing else.
all right,
no,
Bookie,
yeah,
first
yeah.
date, does a guy have to pay? Is that a deal breaker if he splits a check?
It's been so long since I've dated
Yeah, that's a
anybody.
deal breaker, man.
Back in the day, no.
It's a deal breaker for you if the guy makes you pay half.
Yeah, if he makes me pay. Yeah.
No, back in the day, when I was young, I would almost always insist on splitting the check because my mom brainwashed me as a child, and that boys expect things from you when they do you favors.
Wait
Well,
a
yeah,
second.
if I have to
Let's
pay the
not get
bill,
more.
I'm deleting the Grinder app off my phone right away. There's no way. Paying for shit.
So I used to insist on it, but now that I am older, if I were single and going on dates and the guy didn't pay, that would be a red flag for me.
Now, what if the guy started picking food off your plate and you're like, what are you doing? Well, I'm paying for the whole thing and yours looks pretty good too.
I'm a food sharer. I would enjoy that. I'd be like, can I have some of yours then?
Ah, yeah.
I love to split meals. I'm like, I want to taste yours and yours and yours.
100%. Unless like they ordered some bullshit and then yours is hella good. And
You're
they
like,
ask you to
salad.
split.
I'm
Did
like,
he
salad.
slap their
"What
hand
the
away?
shit?"
No.
That's my shit.
Don't you touch my food, damn it. It's not my fault you ordered moons over my hammy. Like,
Yeah.
It's
Why
your
is your
hammy,
shirt?
by
Why
the
is your
way.
shirt off?
Who's ever your hammy?
Yeah, it was crazy. That one, it was all over social media. That thing is all over. The list, it was everywhere. The video was everywhere. Yeah. All right, well, that's all we got then. There you go. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the podcast. For Laura.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
For Johnny.
See ya.
For Carlos.
Bye-bye.
And I'm Lafayette. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the podcast. We'll see you next time.